Playing that shit. Hold on. Try to do something here. Give me a second. Boxing something up. Give me a minute, people. Yeah. Is there anybody out there? Hello, hello. Nobody out there yet? Nobody, one person. So, I'm on my phone, finally doing my laundry. So give me a minute here. Make sure I got enough battery. All right, cool. So I'm on my phone, so if you say something, I might not catch it. I got some stuff set up. We'll have a different kind of live chat next in the next few days. But I wanted to get this off my chest now and do it live instead of making a video because I've got other things to do. Scott79, what's up? Night Strike, what's up, dude? Again, I'm on my phone, so once your comment goes away, I can't really see. I can kind of get it back again to see it. I'm glad the tool's still on there on Night Strike's thing. That's cool. I haven't done a live in so long. I think the last time I did it was for members only. And it was just explaining what I was going through just a few years ago. But I want to talk about this because, I mean, it needs to be said. And it's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings. I'll call you later when you have time. I got a spare laptop you can have. Thank you. I appreciate it. I did find one in a bin when I was cleaning out the shed there because I'm basically getting all my shit. I'm going to get rid of it. Guns and Barbecue's out there. I'm glad he still has his. I'm glad the wrenches are still out there because I can't do it from this until I get my other stuff set up. So bear with me. And I got to make this quick because I got some stuff to do today. So I love you guys. I appreciate it. But I need to get this off my chest. Jacob S. is out there. So is Krabby Turtle. Look, man. I don't have a job, all right? So I have a lot of time on my hands. And one of the things I've been doing is going through the big, beautiful bill. And I hate to say it, folks, and you guys all know me. Scott, you know me. Night Strike, you know who I am. Barbecue, you know what's up, man. And everybody else that comes across this video. I believe all gun laws are infringement. It's an infringement on our rights, dude. And there's no getting around it. But I've gone through some of the things in this bill, and it's horrible. And I refuse to trade to get rights back to give up tons more. We were promised a golden goose, and we have gotten the black swan. I've looked through this bill, and you might enjoy your SBSs and your SBRs and your cans, but you're going to have to make room for your parents and your grandparents because they are about to get whacked for Medicaid and Medicare. This takes a ton out of it. A ton out of it. If you're expecting to get Medicaid or Medicare when you're their age, you're not going to get it. It's basically going to get phased out. On top of that, if you go look at, not even me, go look at Steve Rhinella and Meat Eater. I'm going to use names here because I don't have anything to lose. I'm poor. So what can they do? You can't get blood out of a turnip. But even Meat Eater has bitched about it because in this big, beautiful bill, they are giving away public land. Thousands upon thousands of acres of public land. For nothing at all. Other than to have it developed into probably ghettos and cul-de-sacs. And taking it away from the outdoorsmen. This is what we pay our licenses for, to harvest animals and to hunt these places, and it's being taken away. If you don't believe me, go look at their stuff about this. They're more well in depth, because a lot of this takes part out west. So if you're living out west or think about living out west, they're taking your public lands from you, auctioning them off to the highest bidder. I've even seen this in Michigan, where the DNR was proposing to give away 1,500 acres to the government to develop in whatever they wanted to, in the middle of hunting land. This bill is egregious. If you thought the Patriot Act was bad, you should go read the AI portion of this bill. Basically giving all the power to the government to use it. And you will be limited. Or you won't have it at all. One of the two. They haven't decided yet. This bill is a monstrous pork bullshit bill. And I'm not afraid to say it. And when I watch Guns and Gadgets, Mr. Guns and Gear, and all these other fucking hooplas that told you to pull your pants and start your hair on fire and bitch to your congressman about this, just because you get suppressors and short barrel rifles off the NFA, it doesn't eliminate the NFA. I watched Don Bongino and fucking Kash Patel cry like little fucking babies for a spot in this government, and they did nothing to the sort of what they were going to say. I'm telling you right now, you are struggling at this point to get your rights back, especially in California, New York, New Jersey, Maryland, even in some Carolinas. You're losing your rights to other things, and you're just welcoming this into your home. But I'm telling you, this bill is going to cripple you. Gun snobs out there, this bill is going to cripple you. And look, I'm pro-gun as fuck, but I am not giving up a way of living just for this shit. And on top of it, you still have to fill out paperwork for this stuff, folks. The lessers of the Carolinas. Yes, Night Strike. Like, this is stripping you of even more rights. You thought it was bad just because you can't have these things. Dude, they're taking away your personal shit now. Your rights to use AI, your rights to hunt, your rights for healthcare. And it does nothing. This bill does nothing for you. This gives you bullshit tax cuts that don't last, and then it reinstitutes Trump's tax cuts that were given to corporations where they don't have to pay no tax. Dude, you people should honestly go look at this fucking bill, man. And again, I'm pro-gun as fuck, man, but I'm not giving away living conditions and living styles for suppressors. I'm not. I can live without suppressors, or I can live with them. One of the two, and I can do that with SBRs or fucking short-barreled rifles anyway, or short-barrel shotguns anyway. And we all know how we can get around that. But I'm telling you right now, I am not foregoing other things that are detrimental in my life just to get this shit back that we were already promised. We were already promised. Go back. This shit is on tape, folks. This shit is on tape from Trump. This shit is on tape from his cronies and all the other people in there. And what was really Ron's out there, what was really hilarious, go look at Marjorie Taylor Greene shit. I told people weeks ago, the thing before they got excited about this bill. Dude, it's not worth it. It is not worth it. Dude, this bill is horrible. And when I watched the Republicans just a few years ago cry about the omnibus bills, that did have gun control parked in it because I worked through it. I worked through the zero tolerance policy. I watched the stores that the company I work for get audited. And that was a fucking nightmare as well. But this, you're giving up other shit in your life just to get these three things. It makes no sense to me. And when I see Mr. Guns and Gear, when I see Guns and Gadgets, when I see all these other fucking people that have a huge, more broader platform than I could ever imagine, tell you to go bug your congressman just to get this passed. Why? So they can make money? So you can lose public lands. So you can lose your right to use AI. because that will only be used for the government. Dude, I'm telling you, these people are horrendous. And I've unsubscribed from them. Because you're not going to try and bamboozle gun owners because you're going to get suppressors easily. Because you're going to make money. You're going to make thousands off your video or hundreds or off your other platforms and shit like that. Off the backs of gun owners again. I hate to say it, but when Yankee's right, Yankee is right, dude. And these people have none of your fucking interests in tow. They want this shit for their own personal gain. And I refuse to give that gain to them. Especially when I watch my fellow avid hunters out west struggle to keep their public lands. Go look at that bill. The one in Michigan, I think, got shot down. Because hunters up there were like, fuck no. We don't want to give all this shit, all this land to the government for what? For them to develop ghettos, cul-de-sacs, and bullshit places where they can tax you even more. Or build houses and charge you a property tax. Why aren't we talking about getting rid of property tax? These people that I mentioned are so focused. Even the GOA. Have you not seen who the GOA is putting in front of you? It's the same fucks from the NRA, folks. It's becoming a very annoying fucking thing to me. And there's some people that I know that are pushing you to do this, and I'm wholeheartedly against it. If this is what you want, this is what you want. And I've already called my congressman and told him not to vote for this bill, but he probably will anyway. But they have pretty much duped gun owners. And when this bill passes, watch the other rights that you're going to have to now fight for those to get back. I'm telling you, it is detrimental to this country. And look, man, Trump was better than Hillary. Trump was way better than Kamala. But what Trump doesn't understand is he's a blowhard. He's a blowhard. And he's a liar. And he's a con artist. I didn't vote for him the second time. I voted for, not Kamala, but for a different person that was on my ballot. I refuse Donald Trump is a scumbag. You may like him, but I'm telling you, he is dicking you hard on this bill. And again, when this bill passes, because it probably will, because all these other guys that have this reach are telling you to do this, you're going to have to put all this shit, buy another fucking house or something to put all your suppressors in the shit that you wanted so you can move your grandparents and your mom and dad into the house. Because they won't have a leg to stand on because they're going to get stripped of their health care. Yeah, I'm telling you. I cannot believe that these people have the audacity to say this stuff and not tell you what else is in. It's worse than the fucking politicians. These people have one goal, and their goal is to get their faces put on GOA posters. Their goal is to get on the NRA board so they can do whatever they want to do or say, look at me, ha, ha, ha. But in the back end of this, dude, your guys are getting a raw deal, and I ain't falling for it. We have watched these people screw the gun community hand over fist numerous of times, and we have not learned our lesson. Yeah, they have cool shit. Yeah, they do have knowledge. And I will never take that away. But them telling you to call your congressman, pull your pants down, and start your hair on fire is absolutely fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, folks. I am pro-gun as fuck. All gun laws are unconstitutional. But I'm not giving up my fucking future for these simple fucking things that I can do on my own without saying anything to anyone. But I guarantee you, man, this will hurt everybody in this country. And if you think having a short-barreled shotgun, a short-barrel rifle, or a can is well worth it, just wait until you're fucking 67, 68. That's if they don't raise the age limit again for you to retire. Because I guarantee you, they want you to work until you die. And then they don't have to worry about you anymore. And then they can enslave your kids. Not only that, this adds trillions to the debt. So if you liked what Elon was doing, and you thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread, whatever Elon did, That don't fucking matter no more, folks, because this adds what, 6 trillion, 4 trillion back to the deficit that they said that they were going to cut in the first place. Look, man, these people are bamboozling you and they're pulling the wool over your eyes, and they're using gun rights groups to do it. They're talking fucking mouthpieces to do it, and fuck all that. Fuck the GOA, fuck the NRA, fuck all these YouTubers, because I ain't doing it. And I highly encourage you to call your congressman and tell those motherfuckers to look through this bill before they vote on it and look at every single page, or they're going to end up like MTG. They're going to end up like Bobert, who's pissed about this bill. These are hardline Trumpers that are pissed about this bill. That should tell you something if you're in that Trump zone. I'm not. But yeah, he fucking better choice than Hillary Clinton. Better choice than Kamala, but again, he's going back on his word. Donald Trump has never been pro-gun. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't give a shit about your guns. He'd rather have you defenseless, but he's going to give you a little bit of this little taste. But we'll still have the NFA. We'll still have the ATF running around, and we'll still have all these bullshit gun laws. What happens when the assault weapons ban, if it does ever get voted by on SCOTUS, falls and their pillar of gun control crumbles? Then there's no need to put this shit into a bill. I wanted this stuff to be passed on its own merit. On its own merit. But yet again, they stuck it in a bill that favors them and screws the citizen. They'll give you this little sugar-coated shit on the back end, but when you get down further in life, you're going to have to sell that shit to get a tooth pulled. You're going to have to sell that shit to get a cast put on your arm. God forbid if you're fucking 70 years old and you break a hip. We all know how that turns out. Not very well. So I'm going to tell you right now, man. Again, I don't have much time. I have to go do some shit. We'll do another live here soon. But this bill is horrible. The problem is how gun control passes. They stick it into other bills. They do it. They did it with the omnibus. I dealt with the zero tolerance policy that the Biden administration passed. Everything. At one point, we were not carrying lowers. They still don't carry AR pistols there. They don't. Because it's uncertain. We would never have this problem if the NFA didn't exist. The Hughes Amendment didn't exist. None of this shit existed. Because it's all based on control. They're dangling a carrot in front of your face and you think it's great, but on the back side of that carrot, it's rotten. And it's bad. Ranting and raving is back, y'all. I'm telling you right now, it's fucking uncontrollable when I see these YouTubers sitting here and dumbing down these young kids that they're bringing into culture, to the gun culture, and brainwashing them to vote for this shit when they get to the point where they are like you and I, 50, 60 fucking years old, and they don't have health care. They can't pay for common fucking practices because they've been stripped of it. And when the government is fucking around with AI and then telling you can't use it, then what are you going to do? G-Webs is here. So I'm telling you right now, the big beautiful bill is bullshit. You should tell your congressman not to vote for it, and you should tell them to put this bill, the Hearing Protection Act, in its own separate portion. And we should do this like an adults and really talk about gun control. Because I'm telling you, if SCOTUS votes the way we want to on assault weapons ban, the pillars of gun control perish. They crumble, and all these David Hoggs and all these people become a fucking memory. Unless they sit there and squawk about, that they lost like they always do because they're taking L's left and right. But we do not need to stick this into this bill. We need to extract that, at least extract the Hearing Protection Act and all this shit out of that bill and go through this bill, God forbid, page by fucking page, and tear all this shit out. I'm telling you, if you thought the Patriot Act was a violation of your rights as a citizen in the United States of America, this shit is going to freak you out. And when you see in this bill, go check out the AI process. Go talk about the bill, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the part in the bill that Marjorie Taylor Greene talked about and Beau Farts talked about, and all these other Trump supporters, these MAGA fucking whatever you want to call them, dude. worshipers, but it is going to hurt you. Go look at Meat Eater's process and how they figured out what they were doing and how they're selling off public lands for hunting, fishing, and hiking and all your outdoor shit just to drop a ghetto in the middle of fucking nowhere so they can charge these people fucking bullshit rent and property taxes if they put houses there because we never owned shit. We were promised the golden goose from gun rights groups like GOA and FPC and all these people. But in the end, it's going to screw us. And I hope to God you go and look at this stuff and tell me it's not bad. I see G-Webs is here. G-Webs loves the computer side of the world. He does. And I commend him because I'll take those things outside and I'll put a 308 round right through it because I don't like computers. Go ask Night Strike. I don't care. But this takes your ability away to use AI and gives all control to the government. This is what's in this bill. And you guys just want it passed because you get a fucking can and you get a short-barreled gun. We already have those. Those are called AR pistols, folks. Do shit, but don't tell shit, okay? It's that fucking simple, folks. We don't need to give up really important shit just for this. Just for this? No, I'm not doing it, guys. I'm not doing it. I'm not supporting this bill. And you can unsubscribe and you can call me a piece of shit all you want. I don't care, dude. But these people are bootlickers. They've always been bootlickers. But the government knows best, though. Personally, I wish artificial intelligence systems would be removed from all tech. It's horrible, dude. It's horrible. They're taking it from you. You're not allowed to use it. For 10 years. They're even putting a timestamp of when you can start dabbling again in it. Go look at TikTok. TikTok is filled with AI. Filled with it. You think TikTok's going to be around? No, unless the government controls it like they do. It would only give the government the chance to do this. You would have no rights to use this stuff, to use this software for 10 years or some shit like that. Put a timestamp on it. I'm telling you, man. Dude, it's really discouraging. Look, man, I want suppressors over the counter. I don't give a fuck about SBRs, dude. They're only good for certain things. I'd rather have my rifle with a full-length barrel. I just would. All storage internet is self-destructing. It's horrible, dude. And the government, go look at this bill, dude. This bill hurts you. It hurts your family. It hurts the elderly. Not even your grandma and grandpa or your mom and dad when they're in their golden years. Dude, this hurts all of these people in this population. It guts that healthcare system. And if you look at some of this shit is directed by these people's donors for the companies that are donating to these Congress people. Why do you think they want this bill passed so much? They don't give a shit about short-barreled rifles. They don't give a shit about suppressors. They don't. It just makes you happy. But I'm telling you right now, dude, it's going to screw everybody in the long run. And you're going to have to buy another fucking thing or another storage bin to move out of that spare room to put your elderly in there because they ain't going to have no time to live because they're going to be drained of their money from their health care. It's bad enough of what we got now. This really, really puts people in a catch-22. And I'm tired of being put in a catch-22. Haven't you guys noticed this? And I said, I think I said it in a post, either on a Facebook group or on Instagram or something. It was like that for Indiana constitutional carry. It was either you get your permit or you can't carry a gun. Then they went, well, your permits are free, dragging their feet at every fucking step until eventually we said enough is enough. You're giving us this, or we're going to get you out of there one way or another. We're going to put somebody in here and sign it into law. That's how we got constitutional carry. We backed a grown man into a corner. How fucking childish is this? To get our rights back for constitutional carry. But on the way, they gave you a good deal, right? Giving your permits for free. But you still had to pay your tax to your local municipality. You still had to pay for your fingerprinting. You were still kept on record as being a gun owner. And we all know how that turned out. They have a registry. Why don't we get rid of this registry? Why aren't we talking about that? No, we're talking about giving up control of our lives just for small things. that probably the next fucking administration will come in and cancel this, and then we're all going to have 70 fucking things, and they're going to do it like bump stocks. They're going to do it like FRTs. They're going to do it like all this shit. What, you think Trump's going to stay in office forever, and these lunatics that are riding the fucking train with him are? They're illegal registry. There you go. No, dude, they don't care about us, dude. I'm telling you, I'm so disappointed. What I'm really disappointed in is the fucking YouTubers, dude. These fucking YouTubers, dude. Like, guys, I have always been honest with you. I haven't lied to you guys about shit. I have no reason to. And I've watched turmoil after turmoil after turmoil from these cop-sucking YouTubers that are now the face of fucking GOA. They're going to turn into the NRA, and then we're going to have shit but our local organizations to fight this. Because they keep on dragging these clowns in there. Go look at their posts. Like, I want fucking John Lovell's fucking book. No, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about none of these people and their shitty fucking books. I don't have, dude, yes, I don't have a job. I'd rather read this fucking bill that strips me of my uses of commonly used shit than this guy's book about fucking Jesus. Because I'm a non-practicing Catholic. I already know about the Jeebus, dude. Cool fucking dude. I'd invite him to my party because you know we're going to run out of booze and he can make wine. Fuck off, man. It's a shill's fucking paradise. Netfodder is right fucking on it, dude. Right on it. I'm so sick and tired of these guys. They have screwed gun owners back and forth. Whether it's Tim from the Military Arms Channel with his guns, or it's fucking bullshit with Mr. Guns and Gear, or it's bullshit with fucking Such telling you everything's the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread, and it's not. Dude, and the younger kids are falling for this shit. That's the comical thing about it. It's because they weren't told the truth. Let's just be honest. They weren't told the truth. When these 20-year-olds, these 25-year-olds get to our age and they're like, oh, my suppressors, I gotta sell them so I can get a fucking operation because I can't have health care because they stripped me of it and I have to pay billions to these companies for fucking a tooth extraction. You shake your head, man. You'll shake your fucking head. And I'm telling you, dude, I called my congressman. I told him not to fucking vote for it, but he probably will. He probably fucking will. He's a Trumper, dude. And I'll tell you, yes, I voted for Trump against Hillary. Fuck that lady. That lady should be in jail. I didn't vote for Trump the second time because I knew he had some kind of trick up his sleeve. This dude's a con artist. Con artist to the max, dude. And I don't believe a fucking word out of his mouth because his first fucking term, he banned shit. Passed more gun control than Obama. But they're going to give you this little piece of cracker, man, this little crumb to get you to do this. But I highly suggest, go tell your congressman, do your research. Don't do me and lose your job and have time on your hands to do it. But go look at this stuff. Go look at these people. The young kids that are grown 40, 50, 60-year-old men practically worship all these guys just mentioned. They're popping up in chats you used frequent. I'm telling you, dude, these guys are... They've always been a scam. And I've met them. Dude, Tim's shop's 30 minutes away. Like, I know who these people are. I have a picture of, remember when Guns and Gadgets held the G in there? But no, man, he didn't take none of you motherfuckers for a ride, did you? No, he left you on the back burner. Didn't he? I'm telling you, man, you guys need to get your shit together, man. And some of these dudes in my chat already know the deal, but there's some other people out there that are feeding you these lines of bullshit. And whoever comes across this, so be it. But I am 100% against this shit. I would like this shit taken out, at least, and that bill gutted. Don't be gutting the shit that we want, like they did the first fucking time, didn't they? I don't want any of this other shit in the bill, dude. I watched time and time again when these omnibus bus bills were passed, these Republicans crying. Lindsey Graham was a crier. So was Scott. All these fucking people were criers, but they're doing the same thing to you. But they're putting a little bit of a cracker crumb on there to get you to vote in your ability to lose control over your life. I'm telling you, dude, it's the most egregious shit that I've ever seen. And I'm telling you, man, I lose people over this. It don't matter. It don't matter. New echo chamber, new songs, same dance. That's what I see. That's how I see, dude. It's the same people, man. It's the same people putting out the bullshit, man. It is. I physically put my fucking eyes on this bill and read some of this shit, dude. And it's scary, dude. And I don't want it to pass. We were promised the golden goose when these jerkwads got into their positions. When Kash Patel was sitting there crying like a little bitch to get put into this position. He did, and he did nothing. And then we remember all the, he's going to do the Epstein stuff, blah, blah, blah. How'd that fucking work out for you? He lied to you then, didn't he? Telling you, man, these people aren't what they say they are. And you know, I stopped watching them. I stopped doing everything, but I'll catch them once in a while posting some ridiculous shit, and I'll put my 2 cents in there. If they want to block me, so fucking be it. It's no skin off my astrobule. It's just not. But I will tell you right now, this bill is detrimental to human beings everywhere. And I am not willing to give up more shit just to get this little bit, because I'll tell you, I can do it without it. I can do it without it. I'd like to thank you guys joining me on this little fucking rant, man. But in the end, dude, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I've read this shit verbatim, and it's bad. And they're tricking gun owners into falling for this shit because they're giving you something that we've always wanted. There's always going to be a return from the government. They don't give you anything for free. And they definitely don't give up anything without their own little compromise. And you should go look at these bills. And when this passes and small businesses struggle, and then all you have left is your Walmarts and your Myers and your bullshit stores, and your mom and pops go away, you ain't going to get no more deals, folks. It ain't going to be like hello, like it is when you go into these mom and pop places, dude. It's not. So I don't know what else to tell you guys other than when you have some time, find a good application that helps break down this bill for you if you don't have the time like I do. I don't have a job. But I've read a lot of it, guys, and it's bad. And I believe these people that are pushing this agenda, dude, have their own intentions brought upon it and why they want it done the way they're doing it now, because it only benefits them. In the end, you'll still have to fill out paperwork. It's not going to be like all this other shit that we've talked about, where these things should be hanging on a store shelf and you pick one out and go to the register. That's never going to happen unless we make it happen. Unless we make these people understand that you're doing the same things the Democrats did with the anti-gun shit by slipping it in these bills. I don't know about you guys. I lived through the zero tolerance policy. I was on fucking head on a swivel, making sure the ATF wasn't going to walk in here and find some crazy shit on our bound books. The bound books at the place that I worked at are already fucked to begin with, dude. And they're lucky that was kaput, because they're going to get dinged for their violations anyway. Why do you think I don't work there anymore? So, I mean, in the end, dude, you have to look at it in your own perspective. And I respect your guys' way you want to go about it, but I'm not going about it nicely, and especially with these other YouTubers. I'm just not. They're a crock of shit. They're leading you on, and they're going to hurt you in the long run. Not only that, if you have grandparents, if you have parents still alive, dude, telling you, you're going to have to build another piece of fucking extension on your house because they won't be able to live because they won't have the insurance to pay for their health problems. And again, this adds to our debt. The one thing I can agree about with Elon Musk is we are going to fail as a country if we do not control our debt and our spending. And what this bill does is increases that, the exact opposite of what we need to sustain ourselves as a country. I'd like to thank all my old and my new subscribers and just the people that probably just left my channel. I greatly do appreciate all the love and support. We'll do another live here soon, but I got to get going. I've got some stuff I got to do, but we'll do another live And hopefully it's not on my phone, because if you guys are commenting, it's not letting it come up. So, I mean, please really think about this. Please really research it. And please, I respect your decision if you want this to go through, but I'm telling you, it's going to be it's going to be hard for a lot of people in this country. And I'm not willing to destroy old people's lives because I should already have something that was already promised to us. And with this is no bueno. And this bill sucks. And I wish they would take this shit out of the bill, gut that fucking bill of all that pork, all that shit they complained about that they put in there, that the other wing was doing just a few years ago. And it's sad. Don't believe me? Go look at Meat Eater's post on Instagram, on their live shows or their recorded shows or podcasts. Go look at their videos. Go look at they made YouTube videos. Thousands of public land acres just given to the government. It was happening up in Michigan. I researched that. And guess what the hunters said about just 1,500 acres? They told the government to piss off, and they told the DNR, we'll stop funding you real quick, or we'll put a governor in there to get rid of the people in there that wanted to do this. It was the DNR's idea. So what does that tell you? When government says they're here to help, run the other way. Again, I'd like to thank you guys. Please go research this shit. The weekend's coming up. Go look at those points. If you're an avid hunter like me, you're an avid outdoorsman, you love hiking those trails, you're not going to have them out west because there's going to be some bullshit house there. Go look at this stuff up. We'll get going on another live chat here soon. And again, I thank all my channel membership guys. I fucking love you guys. You guys really help me out. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that just watches my videos. Some of my shorts have reached a scariest words ever said. I'm the government and I'm here to help. Yeah. It's been a real hard couple of years here. Being homeless isn't great, guys. So, I mean, in the end, guys, go look at this stuff. Go look at these people I mentioned. Don't listen to the other people I mentioned too in the beginning of this shit. Dude, they're stringing you along. Hook, line, and sinker. Don't fall for it. Like always, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Oh, I don't. How do you? There you go.